Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we got Terror the Darkshire Stitches. This is actually a licensed Blizzard product, which you cannot see down below. And this is actually from Heroes of the Storm. And it's also made by Neca, which is, if you guys are familiar with Neca, if you're collectors, they make some amazing pieces. Let me get my shocker out of here because he sort of fell over, so I'm just gonna move him out of the way. I gotta declutter this back of this thing. Well, I just did, knocking everything over, but that's all right. Let's take a look at this package. Yeah, we're gonna have to go hand mode for this packaging part because, yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, but everything is just wanting to fall over. So, but this is Stitches, the figure on the back. I mean, this is a character that I do believe he is from World of Warcraft, maybe, or just Heroes of the Storm. Here's the Storm, NECA. A little bit of his bio. The other figures from this wave. Focus. But yeah, so I got Arthas to do an unboxing review of, and Illidan. I did not pick up either of those two. This side, Stitches again, and then back to the front, which I really like that artwork right there. It just looks nasty, and this figure is just grotesque. And as you can see, some of the stuff came loose in delivery. This figure I picked up. If you guys didn't check out my mail haul video, I got him off of Blizzard's website during their spring clearance, which should be still going on. I don't know how long it's going on for, but this is like a $40 figure that you can get for like $12. So if this is something that you may not be familiar with, but you like the figure, why not pick it up? Like, I don't care about if it's Heroes of the Storm or World of Warcraft. This figure is awesome, and it's NECA. Quality right there. So let's go ahead and bust this grotesque fat thing out of the box. Let's take a closer look. Here we go, guys. We have Stitches out of the box, and he is a massive, solid, like, he's just huge. He's a huge figure. But before we get into the details of the figure, because there's a lot, let's go into what his accessories were. He comes with a massive meat cleaver. Like, look at the blood, the scratches, the rust. It's hollow, so it's not adding a bunch of weight, but I mean, the detail. Like, look at the chunks out of it. Just looks mean. The wood handle looks amazing. Has a nice wash over it. So very, very nice looking piece. And what's great too is to get it in his hand without scratching him up. You got the awesome piece that separates. And that just pops back in. So you actually put that in his hand, which I will do that. The next one, next item he came with a little rusty looking meat hook. Painted really well, sculpted really well. Wouldn't expect anything less from NECA. Got the chunks missing too. And this as well, with the wood grain, looks awesome, but has a little part separates. So you don't scratch the figure's paint on his hands or on the weapon itself. And this one goes onto his little small hand. And then one of my most impressive pieces that he comes with is a bigger meat hook. Now, a lot of you might be saying, why is it so impressive? Because it's a massive hook? No, I mean, it's an amazing looking hook, but it comes on a chain, almost like a flail. But look at it. It's a real chain. It's plastic, but they did each individual link painted really, really well. See if you guys can get a good view of that. Just really, really well. So really cool. Let's get into this figure. He is massive. Jeez. I don't even know where to begin. Like, for being a massive figure, he's got some pretty good articulation. Start at the bottom. So, the paint and sculpt on this is amazing. Like, the stitches are individually painted. Certain paints, like this paint, sort of has like almost like a stickier feel compared to these ones. Could just be the wash or the paint they used. He's got the ankle bend. He's a rotate right there, but his knee bends as well. He's got the hip movement, so he can move his hips. So that part looking awesome. Before we get into legs, look at those nasty, gnarly insides. Like, that's disgusting, but awesome at the same time. So he's just got stitches holding in his organs. You can see like it just wanting to bust through down here. These are sort of like a softer plastic, almost like a rubber. Then you got the meaty part of his leg showing right there. Nice and shiny. This part also rotates. This leg does bend a little bit. Look at that, like pus bubbles. Like, that looks like wet, nasty, rotting flesh. Like, and this ankle also moves. You can see the joint there. But this figure is amazing. For a $12 figure, like, you cannot beat it. Heck, for $40, it's still nice. Like, this thing is heavy. Get into the chest here. Chest looking cool. Looks like maybe some nipple paint rubbed off, or it's supposed to be like that, but you know, he does have nipples. Oh, it looks like it might have rubbed off because there's piece sticking up. Oh well, it's not as bad as some of the Marvel quality controls, but he has a rotate right there. It's a good place to put it. More grotesque stitches, gaping wounds. Just amazing. His arm, a little tight because he's just out of the package. He does have the bend out. He does have more of a elbow rotate. His arms are, oh, he can actually bend it down. So he has a rotate right there. His hands rotate, and they have the wrist bend. Quite a lot of articulation. More pus bubbles. Shiny meat. See his spine looking awesome. Like, this is a figure that, like, growing up, my parents probably wouldn't let me have. They'd just be like, why do you want that nasty thing? Like, this arm's all stitched in there. We'll get into that detail a little bit. Still see his spine. He's got pus bubbles all over his fat butt. Like, they actually sculpted the butt. So, and this arm, full on rotation, has an elbow bend. No wrist movement or anything, but it can rotate at the elbow. Looking awesome. Look at that sculpt detail. Like, that looks like skin was just peeled up off of this, and he's just this nasty rotting corpse made of different pieces. Now this one, it rotates where this sort of meaty part is. It rotates. Wrist can bend and stuff and rotate, but it almost looks like there's like a bend in here, but I didn't want to force it, because if I rotate it, you can see it right there. So I really don't know what's going on with that. Now let's get into his head. Those little beady, nasty eyes. His jaw's articulated. So you can actually... Nom, 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 nom. And his tongue is actually articulated inside as well. Use... Yeah, you can really get in there and mess with the tongue. Like even the back of his throat's painted. So let's go ahead and take a little bit more look at his head. His head does rotate a little bit. Looks up and down though, definitely. Sort of look angles, but mainly look up and down. But let's get put some weapons in these hands though. And he is very sort of top heavy, so getting him to stand sometimes can be a pain. But you just slide this in. Whoa. Trying to get this thing yeah, who knows? I don't know how to put that thing in his hand. Sit here, struggle with it all day. Well, let's go ahead and camera fly in and take a good look at him. Yeah, I'd have to work around that, but I'm not going to sit there and struggle with it. But when I pose them, I'll have it right. But yeah, that's my review of Neca's Hero of the Storm Stitches. So if you guys like the unboxing review, add a like, subscribe if you like what I'm doing, and good luck hunting, good luck collecting. Have a great day, and if you want to pick up some of these figures, these Neca Hero of the Storm figures, go to Blizzard's website and click on their spring clearance, as that is the best way to get them. And I do have plenty more to go over. I got 2 more figures. So thank you guys again. Have a great rest of your day.